Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your boy Jay. Today we're going to do a book haul video. I'm going to show you all the books I've bought since the beginning of the year. These are all the ones I bought since January. It looks like a lot, but it's really not that many. I'll get into why in a minute. I also want to talk about some of the things I absolutely hate about buying books. Buying these books, there was some stuff that really pissed me off. And that was kind of the main reason I'm making this video, is I really want to talk about that stuff because it really kind of made me mad. What I'll do is I'll go through the pile, and the things that made me mad I'll bring up as I'm talking about those books in particular. But there's definitely a few things that made me mad right off the bat. Let's start with the first two books I bought. Alright, let's go through it. Here we go. We got All Systems Red and Artificial Condition. Both these by Martha Wells. As we know, they do have a series coming out on Apple TV with the Murderbot series based on these books. First, I'm going to tell you what pissed me off. What pissed me off is I bought the hardcover books. They're like $30 a book, but the soft covers were like $26 a book. They weren't much cheaper, so I was like, whatever, I'll buy the hardcovers. They're okay. The quality's okay. The cover art's very cool. I like them. But what really pissed me off was literally a week after I bought these. A week later, I'm watching a different YouTuber, I can't remember their name, and they posted a video about how they just bought the new book that just came out, which is a soft, like a paperback version of Murderbot. It's like $24 a book, Canadian by the way, and each book comes with 2 stories. So I'm paying $30 for one of the stories. They just got 2 of the stories for $25. Literally a week after I bought these, it came out. And I like to collect the books. I like how they look on the shelf, or they all match. And now I got to make a crazy decision. And that is, do I keep buying these small hardcovers, or do I go and buy the soft covers? Because then I only got to buy like 3 books. Of course, a week after I buy these and pay all this money for them, these new books come out. They kind of look nicer. I like the idea of having 2 stories in one. That really pissed me off. I really hate that there's so many versions of each book. It just makes them a pain in the ass to collect. But whatever, let's get into the story. Honestly, this would be one of the ones I can talk the most about because I actually already read this. I already read it. And it is hilarious. You should definitely get this book. Definitely read it. It is honestly hilarious. It's a really fun read. I really enjoyed it. The Murderbot is hilarious. He hates people. He's always complaining about like, oh my god, I'm going to have to talk to more people. Like, it's so funny. Definitely check it out. But yeah, that was the first book I bought. And now I don't know how to proceed. Should I keep buying these hardcovers and end up spending way more money? Because I really like these books. They're really small, which makes them perfect. I'm still trying to get through Red Rising, which I'm loving. But I don't like reading a series book after book after book. So what I do is I read a book from the series, and then I just pull a book out of my TBR list, read that book, and then go back to the series. And I've decided now that I usually throw one of these in as well, because they're a quick read. It's a day or two for me, probably an hour or 2 for most other people. And they're like 100 pages. They're great. So there you go. I got over that. Still don't know what I'm going to do moving forward, but okay, it is what it is. Then I decide about another book I've heard. Everyone keeps telling me to get this book, The Sword of Kaigen. I'm terrible with pronunciations, so I'm going to say The Sword of Kaigen. It's probably right, but this thing, it's a thick book, almost 600 pages. But what brought me to getting this book is a whole other story. And it's going to be something else we're going to talk about. What is up with all of these high-end books? I went and I found like an absolute beautiful deluxe version of this book that I loved. So I bought it. And it was on Kickstarter. I've never bought anything on Kickstarter before, so this is the first time for me, but I bought this book. I was all excited about it, and then I look, and it ships in September. September. Like, you gotta be kidding me. September? That's almost a year away. Everyone's telling me about the book. I've heard enough about it that I really want to read it. I'm like, man, I really got to get that book right now. It sounds amazing. It was a lot thicker than I thought it was going to be. It's a thick boy. I'm saving my thick boys for later in the year because I'm still pretty new at reading. I'm getting a lot faster, though. I have to give you a quick update on that. I am getting a lot faster. But I'm going to save this for a little later in the year after I read the thick one from the Red Rising. And I think once I read that one, it'll get me a little more into the bigger books. But yeah, so I did buy The Sword of Kaigen. Very excited to read it. At the end of this video, I'm going to go through my little book thing. You'll see. I basically print out a little book of all my big books, and then I put them in a container based on when I'm going to read it. I'll explain at the end of the video. You probably don't care. So that's what I got. The Sword of Kaigen by M.L. Wang. Very excited to read that. Then I kept hearing about Murakami. So then I got the one everybody recommended to me, 1Q84. And this thing is thick. This thing here is, oh my god, it is a thick boy. It's well over 1,000. It's like 1,200 pages. I'm not ready for this. It's a thick, thick boy. So I wish somebody had told me how thick this thing was. I wouldn't have bought it. I'm definitely not ready for this book. Again, we'll talk at the end about whether or not I'm going to read them and in what order. But yeah, this was a thick boy. There should have been a warning on this one, let me tell you. Thick book alert. Okay, the next thing I bought is actually a full series of books. These are, what are these things called? The Penguin Horror Series? I've never read a scary book before, which I know is crazy, but if you follow the channel, you know I haven't read a lot of books, so it's not really a big surprise. But these books here are the Penguin Horror Gothic Series. They look really cool, and I bought the whole set, and I was excited to get these because I thought each book had an introduction by Guillermo del Toro, but I was a little disappointed because I found that he just wrote one introduction and they used the same one in all of the books. But whatever, it is what it is. I'll try to read them around Halloween maybe. They're scary books. There's one in here I'm really excited about, but let's just go through them. We got The Haunted Castle by Ray Russell. I don't know anything about that. Then we got this one right here. This is The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. This one I'm a little more excited about. It's really nice too, the way it's like got black pages, and it's just really nice looking. I really can't wait to read some of these, but I don't know. Like I said, I've never read scary books before, so we'll see. I don't like scary movies. I know that much. It scared the hell out of me, so hopefully the books will be fine. Then we got The Thing on the Doorstep by H.P. Lovecraft. I've never read anything by Lovecraft. These books are beautiful. I've never read anything by Lovecraft, so I'm really looking forward to that. Again, the black. This one's got the green on it. It's just beautiful. Definitely looking forward to reading that one. Then we've got American Supernatural Tales by S.T. Joshi. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, American Supernatural Tales. I don't really know much about it. I'll check it out. I wanted the whole set because they look nice. So I don't even know. We'll see. I'm sure I'll read them around Christmas. Around Halloween. This is The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. I've never read anything by Edgar Allan Poe either, so that'll be exciting. We've all heard stories of The Raven. And then this is the one I would read first, probably. This is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Everyone tells me this is actually a really great book. Even nowadays, it was written like 100 years ago, but apparently it's still good. So this one I'm definitely looking a little more towards reading. Really excited about that. Now, the last and final book I have here, the last one I bought, this is one no one on YouTube shuts up about. Everyone kept telling me to make sure I get this book. I have to read this book. It's absolutely amazing. It's hilarious. So I finally bought Dungeon Crawler Carl. Not too big of a book, but I bought the hardcover. Again, this book did kind of scare me, though, because there's two versions of the hardcover. So I bought this one because I liked it better. But I really hope. I mean, I'm honestly worried that I'm gonna get through this series, and like halfway through, I'm not gonna be able to find the rest of them in this version or something like that, and then they won't match. And I mean, I hate when my books don't match on my shelf. I hate that. My shelf is ugly. I'll do a shelf tour one day. It's terrible. None of my books match. I would love for them a whole series at least. I love when a series matches. I think it looks really nice. But yeah, so I got Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I'm really excited to read this one. Apparently it's like a video game type book. It's like a guy gets sucked into a video game or something. I don't know. Sounds really fun. Sounds like a fun, exciting book to read. I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, now we're going to talk about my little books and what I do with these. So these are kind of fun. I love these. My wife made these. I helped, but my wife more or less made them. And what they are is they're little tiny versions of the books. I will do some close-ups of these and some B-roll for you guys so you can see them. Because just seeing them in my hand, they're tiny. You can't really see them. But basically, every time I buy a book now, I make one of these little versions. I then put them into these containers, which help me decide what I'm going to read next. So these containers, I have a fourth one downstairs. That's the DNF bin. Nothing in the DNF bin yet. I'm doing pretty good this year. I got the complete bin. I'm not going to show you what's in there yet. If you want to see that, I'm going to do a reading wrap-up around the end of this month so you guys can see how I'm doing my 12-book challenge. I have the TBRs, the yellow. This is the stuff that I'm going to read. And then I got In Waiting. This is stuff, this one's full. There's a lot of books in there. But these are books I own that are not on my TBR list yet. For one reason or another, I'm just not ready to read them yet. My TBR list, I don't like to have more than like 10 books in here. Because then what I do, these are the books I'm really excited about reading. And then what I do is when I'm ready to read a next book, I just stick my hand in there and grab one randomly, and I know it's something I'm going to want to read. This has really been working out for me, and what I like to do is I start off by reading a book from the series, which right now I'm reading Red Rising. So I read a book from the Red Rising series. Then after that, I pull a random out of the TBR. That way I'm reading different types of books and different things, because most of my books I'm excited about reading right now are sci-fi, and I want to read more than just sci-fi. So I pull a random book out of here. Then when I'm done that, lately I've been reading one of the Murderbot series books because they only take a couple of days and they're kind of like a quick, just kind of refresh your brain before I dive back into the Red Rising world. But those books are so good. So anyway, I'm finishing up the second book of Red Rising. Then I'm going to just pull a random book out of my TBR. Then I'll read the second book in the Murderbot, and then I'll go back to the third book in the Red Rising. So whenever I buy new books, I got to decide what bin they go in. So let's make this easy right off the bat. I'm going to do all of the horror books. I'm not putting those in the TBR yet. I think I'm going to save those for Halloween month, maybe October. I'll read one or two of those. So I'm going to take all of those. These are all those little books. All the little books that match for these ones here. The horror books, those are all going to go into my In Waiting bin. So those are books that are not yet in my TBR, but I do want to eventually read them. So they go in that bin there. And then that leaves me with what we got left here. So we will start off with All Systems Red, Martha Wells. It's the first in the Murderbot series. That one actually goes into my complete bin, because I already read that one. That's how quickly I read that book. But then the second one, the next in the series, is Artificial Condition, I believe. Yeah, Artificial Condition. That one there is got to go into the TBR. I might just pull it out randomly, or maybe I'll pull it out on purpose after I read my next book, as I already explained. That leaves 3 books. We got Dungeon Crawler Carl, the Hirakami book, and the Sword of Kaigen. The Murakami book is a little bit too big for me right now. I'm going to put that into the In Waiting pile. That's the ones I'm going to read later. Sword of Kaigen. This one's tough because it is a big, thick book. I really want to read it, though. I think it's going to go in the TBR. It's definitely the thickest book in my TBR right now, but I think I'm going to do it. And then Dungeon Crawler Carl. How come I can't say that? Dungeon Crawler Carl is definitely going in the TBR. I'm very excited to read this book. I'm very excited to read the whole series, hopefully. Yeah, I'm kind of torn on that book because I was trying to read series, and then these are more of my individual books and not series. But I think the first book of a series I'm going to throw into the TBRs, because then if I pull it out and I really love it, then maybe I'll buy the next book and either put it in the TBR, or I'll buy the whole series and I'll read them all with a book in between each book, as I already explained. And that's it. Those are my mini books. I can close those up now. Bang, bang, bang. All closed up and done. Alright, so I hope you liked the video. It wasn't very good. It was just a simple showing you all the books I bought in the last few months. Nothing too complicated. I'm going to have another video coming out around the end of this month, where I'm going to go through all the books I've read so far. As you guys know, I'm doing a 12-book reading challenge this year. I'm really hoping to get those 12 books. We'll see how it goes. I'm doing pretty good, though. So definitely hang around. Watch the video at the end of the month and see how I'm doing. And that's about it. We'll discuss a little more in that video. But for now, that's it. It's the end of the video. So if you enjoy my content, definitely subscribe. My videos aren't great, but they're going to get better. So just subscribe and follow. Keep following along with me. I've gotten a few new subscribers. It's pretty exciting. I'm up to 31 now, which for me is cool. I mean, I don't ever plan on making money off this. Just keep me busy while I'm not working, giving me something to do. So I'm going to keep doing it. All right. So subscribe and follow, and thank you very much. Comment below if you guys have any ideas about how these books are constantly changing and stuff like that. I mean, I should do a video on deluxe books, because, I mean, the whole deluxe book thing is killing me. There was like I was looking at getting the Aragon books. I've never read them. They look kind of cool. The Dragon Rider ones. And then Owl Crate was like, oh, we're putting out this beautiful Aragon book. It's like $40 and it looks really nice. I was like, oh, maybe I'll get that. And then like a week later, Broken Binding announces they're doing a whole set of the Aragon books. But it's going to be like $240 for some books. I don't know, man. They do look nice, though. I don't know. I don't know if I can get them. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. Anyway. I've also been thinking about reading some Stephen King. We'll see. I've never read any of his books either. So, anyway, comment down in the comments. Let me know if you're buying those Aragon books. Let me know if I should read some Stephen King, what the first book from him I should read is, and anything else I should be reading. I mean, if you've watched my last video, you already know what's in my TBR. So, if there's anything else you think I should check out, make sure you let me know. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video.